What's up, guys? So, if you guys hear different noises, it's because I'm in my car right now. Uh, I wanted to go ahead and discuss the Welcome to Derry video, or show that came out. Now, again, I know, I think the first episode, if I'm not mistaken, came out Sunday, or came out Monday. But either way, I watched it last night. This is Tuesday morning. I'm recording the video on my way to work. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about it with you guys. And apparently we're supposed to get episode 2 on Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. So, what do I think about the series? I don't know, because it's kind of... It had a rough start, in my opinion, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because obviously what we're seeing is, we see this kid, he's in the movie theater, he gets out because he's chased out, and then this family picks him up. He doesn't want to be in Derry. They're saying they're going to Portland. They seem nice, they seem caring, they have other kids, things start getting weird, and then it's like they turn around, they go right back to Derry, and then the woman that was very nice to him, she just seems to be going insane along with her 2 kids and her husband, and next thing you know, she's giving birth to like a devil baby or whatever, and it just starts eliminating them all, and this kid is now missing, and he's presumed to be no longer alive, and his so-called 2 friends, which, again, you can kind of see they're doing almost the same thing, or they were, again, according to the first episode, but with the way it ended, I wasn't sure, because you had this one kid who comes from a Jewish background, you have another kid, he's kind of like the prankster, he does whatever, really reminded me of Richie, and then the other one reminded me of, I can't remember the other guy's name, that was going through the same thing, where he had that painting that scared him in the first movie, I can't remember his name, and then you had like the weird, awkward girl, that unfortunately we find out she lost her father. She got a lot of skepticism for that. Then you have this other girl that works at a theater with her dad. And then it also focuses on this other character who is an airman. And again, this is in the 60s, so we're still going to be seeing some, a little bit of racial stuff because of, again, segregation during that time. Segregation ended, but he got like a little bit of crap from one of his airmen because, again, and also how he got attacked by these mass clowns that were trying to get information on some very secure, confidential military stuff. Now, again, I don't know if that has anything to do with Pennywise, because, again, I'm not sure if this is Pennywise just growing because of the fear, and he's trying to use his influences in other ways to just grow the fear, because it was really crazy, because you didn't really show Pennywise, but at the same time, I think this is when Pennywise came to Earth, or awoken, or whatever. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, to where these kids are trying to figure out where this other kid is, and they don't know exactly what happened to him, and if everyone's going insane, or they're just believing whatever. They're like, oh, okay, hey, this happened. So I think, honestly, what is going to occur, because, again, spoilers if you guys have not seen the episode, at the very end, they all go to the theater, and it's those two guy kids, it's the one girl, one that I guess she helps babysit, and they all go to the theater, and they see the kid Maddie on the screen, sort of like we saw with Pennywise in the first movie, and then that demon baby comes out and just starts slaughtering everybody, and the way it ends is the only 2 are alive are that one girl that works at the theater with her dad, and then the other girl that they claim to be very loony, and that's just the way it ends. So apparently everyone else is dead, and then the guy that's the airman, he got attacked by someone, or these people, and his friend had to help him. But overall, it's a very... graphically, it looks good. I will say that. Graphically, it looks good. They normally have pulled this in with the first 2 movies, with characters that have to deal with, bullying or racial stuff, or of other religions, or I would say by their sexual orientation. Again, we dealt with that in the first 2 movies, so again, it's not like it's off the charts or whatever, but again, I still feel like what they did with Richie in the first 2 films, that just didn't make sense because Richie didn't come across like that, in my opinion, and then they switched it. So again, that's just my opinion, regardless of whether you agree or not. But I thought they were going to try to do that with that other kid that was kind of like the comedy guy that, you know, had like the little mustache on his face. But again, if he's gone, he's gone. So I'm not exactly sure how the body count's going to go in this show. If it's just going to skyrocket, by every episode someone's going to die, because again, there was apparently a lot of deaths in the first film when they were doing the investigations, and I'm kind of wondering if any of these people that are going to be in this film are going to be ancestors to the ones that we met in the first film, that one kid that was working at that farm, or you know, Richie, or you know, Billy, or, you know, any of them, you know what I mean? Because again, I'm not entirely sure if we will or we won't. If we do, cool. If it's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, they are an ancestor, then okay, cool. But at the same time, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. So I'm not sure how to feel about the show yet. I will say it had me, it has me intrigued. It has me curious. But at the same time, it's like it's hooked me, but it hasn't hooked me. And I'm just waiting to see what else they have planned. And I think that's the best way to say it, because honestly, it's one of those where the kid grabbing a pacifier and closing his eyes and just trying to, you know, zone out the craziness in the car for that one scene. If you guys think, it was just really kind of crazy. It was like, okay, why is he sucking on a passy type deal? It's like the kid's like, what, 8, 9 years old, and he's sucking on a passy? Like, unless he's got a chemical imbalance with his mentality or something, or that's just what he does for stress. I don't know. It was just really weird. It's just the way this show began was very weird, and I'm hoping that they keep it just strictly to the point of the storyline. And I'll be glad when we do get to see Pennywise. That way it kind of gives like a little bit more of what's going on. Why are they showing this? Is it critical to the story? And how did Pennywise come here to begin with? So that's just my conclusion of the first episode, and also what my first thoughts are of this show. I can't say I didn't enjoy it, because I did, but I didn't fully enjoy it, because again, it just felt like that they were bouncing on a lot of things, trying to combine so much stuff into one episode and be able to kind of grip you, or at least try to grip you into the first one. That way you can hang on and enjoy the rest of this ride that they have brought to us within a Pennywise series. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know about it down in the comments. Are you guys enjoying the series thus far, or are you guys wanting to see more, or do you not like the way the show is right now, or are you just waiting to see what else we get to see? Because I'm curious about this airman's background. I'm curious about if this airman is a ancestor or a relative to, like I said, one of the characters that we got to meet in the first 2 films of that one guy. And he could be, I'm not sure, because he said that apparently his family was always there, so maybe that could be his ancestor. I don't know. Maybe that could be his great-grandfather. Maybe that could be his grandfather. I don't know. But overall, guys, what do you think about this? Let me know about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you as always on the next one.